Something delicious we're making this morning, aren't you?
We are going to do a pumpkin flan today.
Now, you and I were talking during the break, and I think, okay, flan sounds hard, and you told me it's not really that hard,
No,
is it?
in fact, this is probably going to be the easiest recipe that we have ever done.
Wow.
On the show.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Just maybe.
You know, a lot of people, they get confused with flan and like creme brulee.
Right.
Remember, we did a creme brulee not too long ago, and that's a little more custard, and you got to brown the top and, you know, torch it. And that's kind of hard actually to get set, but flan is very easy because it's more of a custard, and you can't really mess it up.
That's good for me.
Okay.
All right, so where do we start?
Okay. Well, first thing, what we wanted to do, and I apologize, I forgot my burner this morning, because, you know, I baked the flan, wasn't even thinking of my burner. But, but what I have here, and I can explain this, and when you get the recipe off of the website, you'll definitely be able to understand a little bit more of what I'm talking about when we're creating the caramel sauce. But with 2/3 cup of sugar and 1 cup of, actually 1/4 cup of water, stick it in a saucepan. What we're going to do is over a medium-high heat, we're going to bring this up to a boil. Do not stir this, okay?
Oh, okay.
You can kind of swivel it, you know, brush down the sides with a little wet brush to get the sugars off, but let this come to a boil, and it's going to come to a nice caramel brown, almost kind of like the brown behind us, and that is what we're going to use for the base. When that comes off, what we're going to do is actually pour it into a pie pan.
Oh, okay.
You know, kind of just swirl around the caramel sauce. Now be careful, very careful with the sugar, because if it sticks to you, it will just stay and burn. It's like liquid napalm.
Very hot. Ouch.
But okay, minus the caramel antics that we had this morning.
All right.
What we're going to start with in our KitchenAid, and if you don't have a KitchenAid, I'd put that on the Christmas list because it's great. But we have 6 eggs, and we're going to get this in here. There we go. And we're just going to kind of start beating that a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to let you beat the eggs. We're going to go ahead and send it over to Hans Seitz for your first morning sports update. We'll be right back with Scott Anderson.
Good.
All right, thanks for that sports update, Hans. We've been whipping up our eggs over here.
Yeah, we just slightly beat them so we can start incorporating the rest of the ingredients. What we have is 2/3 cup of sugar.
Okay.
So we're just going to add that right in there. We have 1 pint of milk.
Gotta love it.
Actually, not milk. I'm sorry. This is heavy whipped cream, heavy cream. So
is it important to use this instead of milk?
Yes, because if you use milk, it's not going to set.
Okay.
I mean, you've got to, because flan is a custard. So we have 1 pint of heavy cream. Sorry about that. I didn't. You know, last week I said apple juice. You know, for my
instead of
orange. Here's this orange juice, and I'm saying apple juice. So I was trying to avoid any time. You know. Okay, we have a 15-ounce can of pumpkin pack.
And we put the whole can in there.
Whole can. Yep.
Okay.
And we're going to get this in there. Here we go. And then, of course, we've got our spices.
Gotta love your spices.
Sitting on the side.
This is true.
Okay. We have cinnamon. Once again, the basic ingredients of a pumpkin pie, but we are going to leave out nutmeg this time. Ginger.
Oh, okay.
And we're talking about maybe a teaspoon, half teaspoon of the ginger and a half teaspoon of the allspice. Okay,
right,
I think that's about. And let's just get that mixed up.
That seems fairly simple.
That is it. So
not bad.
We're going to blend this together for just a couple of minutes, because if you whip it too long, what's going to happen is that cream is going to start to set, kind of like a whipped cream, and you don't want to do that.
No, definitely not. All right, so before we let you go, what's our final product today?
You pour that, you pour that in the pan. You definitely want to water bath it because you want even cooking. If you just throw it in there, outsides are going to cook faster, the middle's not going to set, you're going to have this gooey mess. So what we have, okay, this is, you're just going to slice around the outside of the flan, and then you flip it over. The caramel sauce is going to release, and then you're going to have this great kind of custard. And then what we do is just kind of serve it up.
Looks delicious.
There we go. That is the final product.
And it really wasn't that hard, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, this is the hardest thing right here is putting the ingredients together, and then you bake it 350 for about an hour and 15 minutes or until a knife inserted in the center comes out clean, and you're good to go.
Sounds good. If you want the recipe, you can check out our website at www.kgwn.tv. And Scott, thank you for being here this morning.
Click on Dining at Dawn.
That's right, on this morning. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.